Hi guys, we're back with another Boombish video. So now we have finally made the move to 5 end rooms. And so far it's been pretty good. We've only lost 2 battles so far. So this is where we switched over to 5 end rooms. I'll show you over here. This was our previous base layout over here. So kind of like a square. It was working 50-50. But now that we've moved finally over to 5 end rooms, we have lost 2 times and the rest of the times we have won. So it's been good so far. The base layout, I did take this base layout from one of the local leaderboards. It seems to be working out fine. Currently, the only weakness I would say is that you can always just like shock clusters. So you can shock like this area over here. You can shock this area. And that's, I'd say, like that's like 50% of my defensive buildings. But it's been working pretty well. What this base layout does is it tries to deter people from landing over here so that they land on this ramp instead and take a long path to go up to our base. And hopefully walking this path will take, at least 10 seconds because this ramp is pretty long. Most of our main engine rooms are all the way back over here, so they really do have to walk quite a bit. We've put the shock blaster at the center. We've put the shock launchers over here so that they're both targeting this ramp as soon as the troops walk up the ramp. So it's been going pretty well. Let's get into another battle over here. We do have one chest here. And I'll just quickly show you the tech tree layout. Not much has changed. We're not upgrading riflemen yet. Perhaps there might be something else better. This was worth the upgrade though, the medkits. We have upgraded up to tech 4 there, so that was definitely good. We haven't gone up against anyone who has rockets yet, which is really nice. But I think that's because people have to unlock grenadiers and also mechs, and that's a large key vacuum there, more than 60 keys there in order to get the rocket launcher. But next up is a few more defenses. This one I think I might go with the cannons because I think no, not the cannons actually. I'm just looking here now. The machine guns, they give you 3 buildings there, so that's absolutely gonna be the node of choice there. And then do we have anything good over here? Not really. What would I pick out of these ones? Perhaps shock mine and also boom mine, perhaps. Not sure, but we'll come to that decision when we get there. And the barrages now, I'm wondering whether I should save up my upgrade tokens and upgrade this. But at this point, it takes a lot of GB in order to barrage out an engine room, and that GB can probably be better spent taking out mines and taking out shock launchers or shock blasters and stuff. So it's a toss-up right now. Okay, this type of base layout where everything is just so spread out. On the one hand, it's good because it doesn't look like we'll have any trouble going through the base, but on the other hand, it's going to be very slow to go up through the entire base. So what I think I'll do here is just go 50-50, 2 boats of heavies, 2 boats of bombardiers on both ramps, and hopefully that will give us a decent time. So let's fly over there, and just as they're about to destroy that, I'll drop down these 2 heavies and there. Now we do have to try and get some of our troops going here. I think the plan of this base is to try and divert our troops up to there, so that they completely ignore this this end room. So let's try not to do that. Seems to be going pretty fine right now. We might drop Kavan just right on this corner over here where the shock mine there is, and then spring up a couple of troops, second wind, and then they will hopefully go over on that side. So let's drop Kavan over here, if I can tap. We should be using our shock bombs here. We just recently got the shock bomb, so it's quite new. Let's do a ton of second wind there. Try and get some more troops going there. We see a mine. A cluster of 3 mines is what it takes to take out bombardiers. So now we really need to do some second winds here, because I see a lot of our bombardiers have just died. So let's do a shock there as well. Kavan is about to go down, and I'm not even using any of my artilleries or barrages, but 235, nope, 234. Pretty good, but I think we want to stay probably above 2 minutes 40, if you can try that. And the opponent, yep, he's went up against our main ramp over here, and all of our buildings was just attacking him, and he probably ran out of GB to try and shock stuff and drop medkits probably. Okay, the network is not coming up, so let's return to our base. So hopefully we're gonna make it up to rank 19 here in this video. It's been pretty much slow progress, but I'm hoping to try and get back up to rank 21. You know, it's been a long couple of seasons since I've done that. But let's see what the one did. Okay, nice. So we'll collect that chest, and is that gonna be enough to get our next node? Not just yet. But in the meanwhile, let's take a look at the enemy replay. Let's see if there's anything we can do to improve our base. So he's using the same strategy. Now I think the mistake he did here is he didn't flare to one of the defensive buildings, and his bombardiers walked all the way up to the ramp. And when they walk up that close, you know, they can feel the damage from all the buildings. So I've got flamethrowers there, I've got mortars there, I've got boom cannons, I've got the shock launchers hitting us, the shock blasters taking out a few heavies here and there. And you can see here he's showing out sorry, I'm getting mixed up with all my shocks here. So he's shocking the shock launchers. Kavan, so all the troops are almost dead there. Kavan's about to be taken out by the shock blaster. And he's now trying to artillery out this end room. I don't know why. He needs to save the troops that he has over here. He's wasting his GB there. He needs to be using shocks. And there's another shock right there. This boom cannon is doing nice work picking off the bombardiers, and the final bombardier. So that was a nice defense there for our base. So we're on a 4x win streak, so that's pretty nice as well. Let's see if we can keep this going. Okay, so another spread out base. Should we do the same thing? We might be tempted to do the same thing, but this base looks a lot more formidable than the last base. And it has a shock blaster there as well. I might be, yeah, okay, I'll just drop it now. So we'll try and do the same strategy. So this is what he should have done there. He should have flared onto one of the the buildings there to stop his bombardiers from walking up too far up the ramp. So now let's drop down these ones. And we'll just wait a while. We don't have any critters that we can launch as distraction yet. But what we do need to do is stop this boom cannon. And there's another boom cannon there, and I think we might have to drop down Kavan on that side. Because with the shock blaster coming into range now, we're not going to have any troops at all on this side. We might just fizzle as well. So let's do another second wind. Our army on the bottom side is a slow fizzle, but I think the top side is what's most important. We'll throw down a couple of shocks here and there for this top side. Oh, Kavan is dead. I didn't even see that. When did he die? So now the priority is just to get as much end rooms as possible. Let's throw down a mech kit down here. Now, if they can take out the shock blaster, I think we might have a chance to get one or two more end rooms. Yeah, so splitting up the troops is definitely risky because you have to manage almost two separate attacks. You have to split your GB between them. You also have to keep an eye on Kavan there. He ran over a boom mine, or I think it was a regular cannon that took him out there. And we've already lost there, so we might as well just retreat. So that's gonna be our win streak gone, unfortunately. Next time we come up against that type of base, we'll just go from it from a single ramp. And this player went down this way and he was able to flare the end rooms there. Okay, let's return. I think we might have to do one more attack. Now, how far will we drop? Is the question. Let's just take a look at where we are on the local leaderboard while that's finishing up. So we've already got a player, Lion King. He's got 50%. Let's take a look at what his warship base looks like. Okay. Yeah, I like the placement of the shock blaster there. Okay, this base looks pretty nice, and he's also a top player as well here with the trophy. So we might try and switch to something like this, perhaps after we unlock the next node and get those 3 extra machine guns.